Hey guys, this is Coach Hannah on Score Points Daily. Wanted to go over a new play today. This is the quarterback sweep. I made a tweet about it this morning and I said I really wanted to go over it today. And yeah, we'll be going over it. Um, this is a play I put in at the end of the JV season. We used it the last two games. We had about 8 carries for 53 yards, about 6.6 yards a carry. It turned out to be a really surprising play because I really put it in because our quarterback really liked to run the ball, and I was like, okay, well, I need something designed to utilize his strengths, so we can use what he likes to do and just design it into a play, which is basically run the ball, right? Um, so how this play works, again, you can run this a bunch of different ways. We have about three different ways we could run it. And then there's a bunch of little tweaks that you'll see in the video clips that I'm about to show you. Um, this is the first one. You're going to be running it to the field side. You can run it with to your two receiver side, just line up and then just run it simple. Basically, what's going to happen here is the offensive line's blocking outside zone here. They're going to be reaching across. And this H-back, he's going to kind of seal the edge um, with this tackle. Whichever tackle he's on, he could run it with the left tackle. It doesn't matter. Because, again, we can run this either way. But basically, he's going to run up and he's going to chip the defensive end and then work his way to cut the Mike linebacker off. Um, and the T is going to work. He's going to be basically the lead blocker for the quarterback. Now, I have it drawn up here in pistol, but how I prefer to do it, and I've recently looked at the clips, and apparently we didn't run it right all the time. But we also run it in offset. That way, it kind of gets the T a head start, and you can run it just straight up. So that's basically the first way to run it. Again, you're running it to the strong side. Um, you can get teams that go where they roll down the rover here and roll him one high. So it's a good one to run against defenses that want to kind of play balanced and be simple on that part. So that's the first way we can run it. We can run it to the field. And so here's a second way we can run it. So it's loading up here. Okay. So say, okay, you're gonna get like a free safety. He's gonna roll down here or something. He'll roll close or whatever. He's expecting the outside zone, and then the rover maybe moves a little bit more to the middle field. Well, now you can get the free safety, and if they don't spin back fast enough, then you get the H back. He's going to move to the left side now, and basically you're just going to run it the other way. Everyone's still blocking outside zone on the front side. Um, it's really key that the HVAC moves pretty fast and gets set and works his way up the same path. Now he's just cutting off the will linebacker, and the T is going to lead block in this D gap alley here. And again, like I said earlier, the T can also start out right here. That way he gets an extra start. Um, and it's really important here that the quarterback is staying wide because I see this as a play that is the equivalent of running outs or inside zone and the running back bounces outside. So you don't really necessarily want the quarterback to bounce it inside. Um, I would prefer him to stay wide, and if anything, then just run out of bounds and not take a hit. even if it's just going to be 1 or 2 yards, because again, everyone's working outside to pin back inside. We don't necessarily want to do that. So that is the third way we can run the quarterback sweep play. Again, we call it Raider. Raider was our outside zone play at Tech. And then if you just tag Q on it to tell it's the quarterback getting it. This is the last one that we ran. This is very similar to the last one. So we already have the H-back. He's working on the left side already. There's no motion to him. So this is basically 2x2. And what you're going to have is you're going to have the Y. He's going to move in motion at the snap. He's going to as soon as he crosses the center or before. I mean, I prefer probably crossing the center, but of course, you could always get a little into trouble with that hitting the H back. So, I mean, you could do it before. Pretend like it's outside zone motion or whatever. And what you're going to have is you're going to snap it, and the quarterback, he's going to do the same thing. The only thing now is you have the. It's very similar to the first one, but now we have the Y. He's working as the lead blocker in that case rather than blocking the guy that's right there. And this turned out to be pretty successful. More of the varsity ran it. I didn't really run this very much on JV. I ran probably the other two, but this is a nice one I wanted to throw in. We had 1 or 2 good games off of this. It wasn't this wasn't quite as successful with the varsity, but that's just poor on execution part. Quarterback just needs to stay outside, like I said earlier. But in any case, those are the 3 ways we can run that. I have a couple of plays we can run out of this. So we go to the first one here. So this is more of the first one that we ran, or excuse me, the one I just went over. And what you're gonna see is that we're taking him in motion, like I said, and this is kind of more tricky because they're kind of playing an odd front. A little bit more head up on our tackles, slightly outside maybe. But basically, what's really important here is this block right here. We gotta get more movement on the outside because we're running outside. You can see he makes a move, and since we're working outside, he can make that easy little defensive line move. I'm not pro on defensive line technique, but basically, he beats him outside and gets in the backfield easily. Also, our H back here needs to work more outside as well, getting that outside shoulder. And again, that kind of forces our quarterback, he has to bounce it inside now. And so that's not what we want. We want the play to go out here to the numbers. We have a pretty decent little block here by our receiver. So imagine if he gets out here and runs down the sideline that way. But they keep good outside contain. So we only get a couple yards on that one. So probably not as successful. So this is us running it on JV last year. This was kind of like it's just more closer to the second one I showed you, to the boundary where we motion him. For whatever reason, we lined up in the wrong formation. I don't know if I just called it incorrectly or he told him incorrectly in the huddle. But I wasn't too mad about it. We're also not really inside, not really offset. I really prefer him to be more right here. But you're going to see he's going to move in motion right here. Like and snap it a little bit faster. Well, we get the defensive end blocked. We get the outside backer blocked right here. And as you see here, we're still getting beat. But really, this one's the key block right here. and that's what really springs us to make this run. Um, work outside the best we can. Like I said, my quarterback wasn't the fastest, but he still liked to run the ball. But we get him out on there. We get about 10 yards on that. So, pretty good little play. Here's us running it again. I think, I don't remember if this one's just a direct one. This one we just run a straight around the edge here. They really kind of help us out because, again, they move more inside. Um, and this was really easy because my H doesn't have to do a whole lot to chip, and the defensive end here moves more straight up. He doesn't really move outside, so that really kind of helps the play. And we're getting a little bit of a sweep there, and it turned out to be pretty decent. Again, it's really just about winning that outside shoulder. And once you can do that with one of your tackles, then it'll be pretty successful. Here's one we're running again. This is more like the second one that I showed you. We're actually running it to the boundary. But again, we're getting a lot of roll down coverage here. We're getting like a 4-3, and they're moving more inside the box. So again, we simply just run it, and we get a pretty good run off of it. Again, the tackle didn't really have to do a whole lot. We're moving more inside. Because you know, we've been setting them up with inside zone all night, so maybe they move down a technique to try and move more inside to stop the inside run. Um, but now we can get a little bit more outside. Again, we have the T lead blocking, and you know, it's pretty simple. You just run outside. Um, so here's us running. This is where the varsity's way of running it here. We have the little motion with it. Um, my tight end here, he went too far outside. He did not chip him. So that results in the quarterback cutting it back inside. If he would have stayed with his blockers, we would have had a lane out here. So I put that more on the tight end's fault. Definitely need to talk to him about making those arc plays. And, you know, if he gets that block again, we have a wall right here with my two blockers out here. But the quarterback has to cut it inside, and unfortunately, it didn't turn out to be a good play. But again, I want to show you these like plays that didn't work, so that way you can look and see. Okay, coach, this play didn't work. So what's some coaching points on it? Well, again, you got to win that outside shoulder. It's really all about starting the point of attack with the defensive end. If you can get the edge, this play is a very successful play if the quarterback keeps it outside. So, but we cut it inside. We only get a couple yards. Then definitely didn't work out. So here's Varsity running it again. See now this time you'll see he kind of works more inside. We get this outside backer here. He didn't really keep very good outside contain, and pretty simple here. You know, we actually get a decent little run here off of that. And here's us running it again. And this is one coaching point I want to put on the quarterback again. He gets a little bit panicked on this. Like I said, if he keeps it outside, I feel like he could actually score a touchdown on this. Because you see, they're all in kind of like it's almost, I call it a 52 front. They have pretty much 5 guys down here and 2 backers in the box. And so when we're looking at that, you know, you see him. He's starting to go vertical now. But if he actually keeps it horizontal, well, we have 2 guys for their 2 guys, and we could actually turn that into something, I think. So here's this is closer to the first way we ran it. I don't know why my tailback is lined up the wrong way here. We're running it to the right. Um, but I mean, I suppose it could be a good throw off because if they anticipate that you're going to run it to the left whenever he's lined up that way, and then you run it the other way, I suppose it could be good. But not necessarily what's designed. That being said, he shoots down pretty hard. Inside, we get a good chip by my H back here, and we basically get 2 for 1, and we get the edge pretty easily. So we get a good run off of that. So um, let's see how many more I got. I think I got two more to show you here. This is the way that I do with the motion. We motion the H back across. On this one, we have a blitz here, and we do a pretty poor job again of getting to that outside shoulder. So he beats us across, and so now we have the backer who's blitzing and the defensive end who wins his battle pretty easily, and it doesn't turn out to be very good. Um, so really, it's all about being gap sound, making sure we're working as a whole offensive line. We're working to that side, protect that gap that's across from you. Because again, if backers blitz on this and they penetrate that side we're running it to, it's going to be very unsuccessful, like you see here. And of course, didn't help the defensive end also won his battle. So I got one more time we're running it. This is again. I actually ran this with the quarterback. I said, okay, this is more of my running back actually running this. I don't remember if I just had him switch or no. I think I put my quarterback wide because my running back was wide. I don't know. It was complicated this game, but basically this was my running back at quarterback. But he was been playing wide receiver this game. So again, we're motioning the H back across. And this play could have been very successful if we just blocked this guy right here. But my left tackle chips him, and I guess it just lets him go. My running back has to cut it back inside now. Well, he could have possibly still kept going outside if he really wanted to, but basically, this was a pretty missed opportunity in this game. Cost us, I think, because again, we had everybody blocked if we would have done it. We just need to block him. We have my H back for this guy, but we have two guys going to one guy, and we leave one guy unblocked. So, um, but yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I really like this play. It's a play that I'll probably work more down the road. It's going to be a good complement if you use inside zone again, because you'll get teams that want to protect both sides. And whenever you get teams that play both in the A-gaps, they'll play like a cover 3 on that side. You're going to have one side that's going to be vulnerable to the sweep option because the overhang on the backside will be definitely left out to dry. You'll be running away from him, and you'll have blockers to the other one. So, really encourage this play. If you have any questions about it, you can come ask me on Twitter at coach_swift81. If you have any other questions about the power spread, reach out to me as well on that. So, thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope you have a great day.